I am God.
All right. Good morning, sir. It's a privilege to be here with you this wonderful morning. So, how you doing?
Great.
All right. With us here is our favorite friend, our favorite director. Let me use the word director because to whom it may concern. Yeah, his consciousness. His name is Consciousness. He believes he is consciousness. He believes life is all about being conscious.
Yeah, man.
So please, can you actually tell us what inspired you to bear that name, Consciousness?
Well, thank you. It's a very important question. In this life, or let me rather start from the point of, for those of us who are aware of who William Shakespeare is, Shakespeare said, and I quote, "The whole world is a stage, and we are all playing our roles." So if you take it into the acting parlance, the name you bear, the name your parents gave you, is a character that you are playing in this life. If you choose to believe that that's the only role you can play, that's your choice. For me, I have evolved beyond the names I was given at birth. I am always evolving. So rather than always changing name here to there, I just take the basic thing of everything else, which is consciousness, awareness, which is why the whole thing is about being aware at the end of the day.
Wow, that's wonderful. That's awesome. Wow. Okay. So many of us, we know him as the African guru. Many of us know Guru of India, one of the famous wise men we have in the world. So our African guru and our solution, he gives us solution whenever we ask him questions, and he answers all the questions. He's somebody that is just so brilliant, and I think Africa should be privileged to have such a kind of person here in this generation. So with everything people know about you, what do you believe? What can you tell us about yourself, please? Just tell us something brief about yourself. Here you said you are consciousness, and you told us what consciousness is all about, but just in a nutshell, just tell us what you see yourself are, who you believe you are, and what you are. Yes, please.
Okay. Years ago, I used to think differently about what I'm about to say, but you see, when it's time, it's time. So you ask me a question, who am I? And I'll answer simply, I am God. Now, a lot of people will say, this, blah, blah, blah. So let me break it down for those of you that don't understand. God is creation. Therefore, creation is God. If you believe that God is separate from you, that God is in heaven, and you have to be a good person to go to that heaven, then you don't understand what you're doing here. Many people, including Jesus Christ, were all mystics. Mystics essentially means that people who walk two worlds. We are all spiritual beings having a human experience. But many of us have forgotten the spiritual aspect, and we're now stuck with the human experience. So therefore, you worry about where you're going to eat, you worry about all these things. At a later video we'll do, I will go through all the journeys I have to go through to get here. It is not an easy journey. It's those that are courageous that can make it. So therefore, who am I? Like I've said, I am God. Everything is God, for those of you who don't understand.
Wow.
So.
All right, it's I don't know. Right now, I'm speechless. You see is speechless right now, and the interview is actually getting so interesting. And you say you are God, and you've given us reasons why you are God. All right, if I may ask, if you are God, do you actually believe that there's a supreme religion, or do you actually believe in religion? Or I don't know, just did you just believe that there's actually religion, or is religion meant to exist? Or just let us understand, please.
From my own personal experience, or my own point of view, religion is part of the vehicles to find God. It is not God. It is part of the vehicles you use, the experiential vehicles you want to use to get there. So therefore, I don't do religion. I did religion. For those of you who want to know, I used to be a Jehovah's Witness, very dedicated one, and you know how Jehovah's Witnesses, do their things. Based on that experience, I have a very deep knowledge of the Bible. So those of you who feel like I'm being blasphemous or whatever, feel free to drop your comments and let's talk. I'm not afraid of negative comments, so please drop it. So let's talk. Let's enlighten ourselves.
Wow. Okay. A lot of people have been coming around to seek wisdom from you, from different parts of the globe, different part of the country, and a lot of them have gone home with testimonies. And I want to ask personally, what is actually the secret behind this wisdom in which you give people, in which the counseling you give people, and what is that secret? I don't know if you wish to tell us, please.
Well, the first thing I want to make very clear to everyone is this. There was a time when information like this was prohibited. You get killed for things like this. But when you've come through different lifetimes, you've gone through the same things, and in this energy we're in, it is time for it to come out. The question you're asking me, there's a secret. The secret is there is no secret. The only problem with humanity is that what we have come to understand as our own understandings about what life is based on a lot of misunderstandings. The first misunderstanding is that God is in heaven and you are here, and you have to do something to be good to go there and meet God. Let me correct that misunderstanding quickly. Good or bad are just concepts of the mind. In this life, what you need to understand, to learn to do, is to find balance in your life. There's positive, there's negative. There's masculine, there's feminine. There's man, there is woman. Find balance in your life. That is all I will say.
Wow. Okay, the interview is getting more interesting. If I may ask, do you wish to attend interviews if invited by people? Because I know you have been in a closed door for a while and you do consultations once in a while, but do you wish you attend interviews if the opportunity comes, or will I call it opportunity, or if it happens to come around? So I don't know if it's something that you actually allow.
It's possible, but then again, it will depend on if I'm in the mood or not. Because the thing people have to understand here, let me make it very, very clear. I am not trying to be famous. Let's make it very clear here. I am here to deliver a message. Full stop. There are many people who would see what they will see in what I am saying. And what you see in what I am saying is a reflection of your understanding of yourself. So understand that.
Okay. All right. I can remember you said you welcome both negative and positive comments, and that means you're trying to tell us that you're ready to entertain questions. Yeah, be it good or bad. Yep.
Especially the bad ones.
Especially the bad ones.
Because I know Nigerians, I know how we are. You know, we must throw some negativity in things.
Okay.
So let's bring it on.
All right. That's good. To a reasonable extent, we are going through your profile. You're really a successful man to a reasonable extent. You've achieved some stuffs one way or the other, properties, etc. I don't want to go for security reasons. So what is the advice you have for the youth, the students, the working class, and the general public at large? So what do you have to say before we round up?
There is a famous quote by, I think it's Plato. He's a philosopher. Plato said, to know yourself is to have the ability to think for yourself. So if I'm leaving a message here, I'll leave it like this. Each and every one of you, get to know yourselves. Not the self that your parents have defined you to be. Not the one that religion has defined you to be. Not the one the government has defined you to be. You need to find yourself, and the way you find yourself is to find solitude and process your feelings, process your thoughts. Because For those of you who believe in the Bible, let's go there a little bit. Jesus Christ went into the mountain for 40 days and 40 nights. What do you think he went there to do? Think about that one. Find time for yourselves, get to know yourselves, and realize that everything you are experiencing is of your own creation. It is not anybody on the outside that is doing it to you. It is you that is doing it to you, because you don't aware how powerful you are. And that's why I started off with when you asked me who I am, and I told them, you all are creative, but like I said, you don't know. And because you don't know, I am here to help you be aware.
All right. And we come to the end of today's interview. It's really a privilege to be here with our friend Consciousness, and I think I'll give you a handshake, sir. Yeah. So thank you very much, and we'll be having you here to interview you in subsequent time. Is really a privilege, sir. All right, thank you very much, and I believe the viewers are really happy to see you. He's our African guru, and I think he's the wisest man currently on earth. All right, have a nice day, sir.
Oh, let me drop one thing.
Okay.
You just mentioned wisest man on earth, yeah? So I'll tell this to everybody. All of you are wise, but many of you do not believe you are wise. That's your problem.
Okay. So they have to believe they're wise, and they have to believe in themselves that they are wise.
I'll tell you, I'll give you a brief thing that most people have a problem with.
Okay.
You see, doubt is not a good or a bad thing. It's just what it is. When you tell people that they are God, the first thing they will tell you is, oh, I know, but I'm small g. I'm like, why are you separating yourself from yourself?
Okay.
In the Bible, Jesus Christ says, Luke 17:21, that in the last days, because this answer was given to the disciples because they asked him how they would know his sign of his second return.
Yeah.
And he said, people will tell you, look here, look there, referring to the external world. That they will tell you that's where he is, but he's not in the external world. He is in the internal world, and the internal world is within you. And that's why it's in Matthew 6:33 it says, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and every other thing else will be added unto you. So when you are aware that you are God, everything else comes as a result of it.
Wow. I'm mad with the way you quote scriptures. Like, indeed, you were actually a very dedicated Christian back then. So wow, you have a lot of experience and a lot of ideas about what you are actually saying. So I think it's indeed a wonderful time here with you. Thank you, sir. Yeah, have a nice day. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'll see you same time, not same day, at the same station.